And good afternoon. Hi, Teresa. How are you doing? I'm just trying to stream to Odysee, which apparently I am doing. There we go. There will be an echo. But yeah, finally I got my Odysee account up and going. They apparently don't sync the chats though, but here's my Odysee account. It's up and running. It's a custom URL, so Odysee isn't an accepted one of the accepted URLs for StreamYards, but good enough that it'll transmit there. So let me give you guys my Odysee account so you can sync up to that. And for the inevitability that we get dismantled here on YouTube. This has taken me quite a while to get to get working. I don't. You're curious about it too? Yeah, I just subscribed to their premium just to see if that'll help me out a little bit. But Odysee is very much just like YouTube. I like the platform. Most of the people that I do watch are on there, and apparently now I am too, which is awesome. Let me just check here again. Again, there's no streaming between these two platforms, unfortunately. With most of them, the chats will sync, but on Odysee, it will not. So, hey Steve-O, how you doing? So this is pretty much a free chat. I just wanted to hook up Odysee and say hi to you guys. I had over on Odysee, it's actually labeled differently. Remote viewing, a description, and interactive video. So I should actually give a short description of remote viewing for people over there on Odysee. Hi, James Ortiz. So remote viewing, for those of you over on Odysee, is a very natural ability. You have two monitors. Yeah, I have to get two, right? I could do that with my phone. So for those of you who haven't been to remote viewing before, remote viewing is a very natural ability. So what we do is we get here together to practice it. I use images and a destination target. It's very simple to do. When you close your eyes, there's images and shapes that appear in the darkness. All you do is you write those down in chat. After you follow the process of getting a number from me, that number will be linked to a target. So you write that number down 3 times. Going over to see what happens? Awesome. I'll try and open up that other chat. What I can do. See if I can do this. Minimize that down. Add another one. And we'll go to Odysee. See if I'm live over there again. I should be able to see both chats this way. Odysee is very much like YouTube, so that's extremely helpful because the chats are on the same side. That makes it so helpful. Oh, we got two. Awesome. We have two over here watching on Odysee. Let's see if we can get the chat usable. Can't see the chat. Let's see here. I know what we can do. Maybe minimize that. Make that full screen. There we go. Okay. And add that other one back. There we go. Now I've got both chats. That works well on Odysee. Or with Odysee. If you got to create an account, we'll do later. Yeah. Odysee's really awesome. You can check out most of your I never really bother with parallel streams either, but it's available just in case. Absolutely, James. You can do a split screen here, and I can watch both chats, which is really cool. Yeah, so all of you guys, you should make up an Odysee account, sub up my channel if you don't do anything else on it. At least you've got me as a backup there for when they are planning on doing a purge eventually. With Canadian laws coming up, they're going to do that. The Pure Love channel too, yeah, as a backup, yeah. A chance link up for the admin. Do they? Oh, that's nice. So that'll be awesome. I can always do it through Odysee now, through StreamYard. I still have a hell of a time figuring Odysee out. It's got some interesting systems that I'm just not that familiar with. And on Odysee, you can donate to me. That's another bonus. I have to set that up too. That'll be a challenge, of course. How many are over here on Odysee? I know I'm on Odysee, but I'm watching myself. Is that narcissistic, watching yourself on Odysee? I'm watching myself. Can't see everything though. Let's see. There, that's pretty good. There we go. Yeah, that works out well. Yeah, I know it's spelled different, eh? Hey, Lavender, how you doing? Welcome from Hamilton. I have to go grab a smoke. I'll be back in a sec. I'll hang out for a while, chill, if you guys want to. Now, Teresa, you were nice music. Yep, very calming, very relaxing. Yeah, you wanted to discuss the soul in upcoming things, but right now it might be fun to discuss the soul people see it. Lori loves how intuitive StreamYard is. Yeah, it is an awesome system. Last night's show or yesterday's show, I didn't do any remote viewing practice, but because I've had a migraine and a toothache for a couple of days now. But desecrating God, they're doing that on such a large scale right now, and doing the vaccine, that's a gene editing therapy. We'll probably get booted off of YouTube for that. They're changing God's creation. They're messing with God's method of interacting. You know, we are basically God's method or way of interacting with the universe. Yeah, right? I don't have anything particular to talk about. But they're trying to. But yeah, right, Beats. As we've discussed, in earlier shows, we have two layers of protection. We have our DNA, and then we also have our chromosomes, which you obtain at birth, right? One from your mother, one from your father, and they decide whether you're going to be male or female. But they also decide your makeup. From those chromosomes, your DNA is made. So they can try and change the DNA. That's like feeding you something, really. Because it won't, I don't think it will do any permanent changes, not to your chromosomes. They may be able to change your gene expression, but I'm not sure that they can actually change your chromosomes. Yeah, how's that tumor doing? Your brain tumor that we're trying to shrink. I've been praying on that on a weekly basis, pretty much. I think about you most days there, Lavender, and that little tumor working around its way in there. Hopefully it's diminished and fallen away by now. Mary J. Mary J. Santana. Mary J. Santana. Okay, gotcha. We have a new member over on Odysee. Welcome, Mary Jane. Well, nice to see you, Mary J. I hope you got the brief of remote viewing. I'll give you my YouTube link. Just let's see. There we go. Where am I? Give me a second. You gotta find me. Unfortunately, Mary, the chats don't link up, so I'm having to say what you say over on YouTube here. We're on YouTube and Odysee. I'm just starting up on Odysee, Mary J. Very nice to have you here. Hi, Mr. Max. I like it. My name's actually John. I prefer to be called Max, but some people do, some people don't. I give the option. No, it's nice to have you here. I'll give you the brief. What we do generally in class, we do images where I will show an image and give it, I'll give you a number. That number will be associated to a target. Could be an image, could be a destination. Destination is a place or event in time. Images are self-explanatory. You just write that number down 3 times, putting a small symbol or gesture beside it each time you write it down, just to make it personal. Then you close your eyes, clear your mind, and tell me what you see. Oops. Lost you there. There we go. Oh, Mary. Okay, well, I didn't see your Mary J. Santana here. Okay. Hi, Mary Jean. That's who I thought it was, but because of the Santana, you kind of threw me off. That keeps popping out there. Of course, I know you, Mary Jean. The eye surgeons are giving me a new contacts. My eyes weren't cinching, but it will be good. It'll be good to throw away my cane. Nice. That's awesome, Lavender. What else did you have here? So that's what I'm hoping to see. I just was at a neurologist. I'm on good meds. I haven't felt this good since my husband died. I had a stroke in my sleep. Oh. Well, I'm glad you're feeling awesome, Lavender. That is cool. Always good to see fellow ducklings. Yep. Now hook up to me on Odysee as well, because that'll be my new backup channel. Get that again. Apparently Mary Jean is already on Odysee. That's awesome. Yeah, I wish the chats would sync up. I'm kind of frustrated by that. But slow but sure, yep. Now I'm getting good doctors. Awesome, Lavender. I'm just, for this show, I'm just pleased that I was able to hook up to Odysee. I've got 12 subscribers over on Odysee. We'll see if that goes up after today. That would be nice. Tap to unmute. There we go. Yeah, I'm glad you're winning that battle. We're praying for you, Lavender. Now, hopefully, Odysee will be a better platform and actually suggest my my video to people. Does work. The power of prayer and good intents does work. I'm proof. You will be included in my book. Awesome. Yeah, I do believe that. I don't even believe it. I just know it. Belief isn't something I'm really into anymore. Yeah, we got that. Definitely. It'd be awesome to see a book. I'd actually read your book. I don't usually read books, but I'd read that one. Don't make it too long, though, okay? Make it a short one. Oh, chats keep... Yeah, I really, I know that our intentions have power. Hey, G, how you doing? Let's see. Let's put up the invite. You guys can come up and have a chat, a bitch session, whatever you want. You want to come up? Come up, G. Just have a chat. Teresa, you can come up if you want to. Or if anybody has a comment they'd like to make or just chat, I can invite up to, I think, about 4 or 5 people. I have to keep an eye on that. Every time I scroll over to, I'll have to work on that. No, it's not hard to describe in short sentences. I was happy to live. I could feel Ed helping me from the other side. I saw him in my waiting area before my heart surgery. Nice. Mud fossils is always a topic I'm willing to discuss, or by logging into Odysee. I did it through StreamYard. I tried to sync up my YouTube channel that way, but it didn't accept it for some reason. So maybe after my submission for the premium goes through, I'll try again. Edward Anderson. That's a good name. Always had most Anderson people I've met. That's a Dutch name, isn't it? Most of them were blonde, interestingly. Yeah, take your time there, G. Yeah, I tried that lavender and it just... Swedish? Okay. General area is pretty close, eh? Yeah, we'll do this stream until dinner time, which is about another hour or so. Just hang out. This is helping my headache. I had a migraine earlier. We were out walking around, but they're flooding the atmosphere right now with free electrons. My wife even got a sore back. Northern European and Germanic tribes. Yep, just like me. When I was born, I had blonde hair, and over time it gradually darkened. That's they believe that's some of the Norse influence. Scandinavians coming down and interbreeding and pillaging and whatever else. Then I ended up. My grandfather, he had red hair, so I do have that ginger gene in me. It comes out in my beard. Nope, just pops. Gotta be careful with this. Thank you, Lavender. Yeah, you guys are helping. Just distraction, and unfortunately, I have to hide out inside. But I've got my protection on, and I had to up my grounding with several of these devices. I have a couple of these now that I use, and it does help. You can definitely feel a difference between grounding and being grounded and not being grounded. I have to get a grounding unit out to a lady that's requested one because, well, I guess they're not that easy to make, I guess. Hey, Grande Gringo. Bust out the long underwear and socks. Hey, there's Teresa. Come on in.
Hey, do I have to turn my phone sideways?
No, you're the right side up.
Okay.
How you doing?
I don't usually go in on my phone unless I'm doing something on Roberts with Zoom, you know. That's how I usually Zoom in, not on my laptop, but on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying your background here.
I've never used a laptop for, where are we here? I lost you. There we go.
Hey, everyone. Happy Sunday. I just got back from West Virginia.
Oh, did you? What are you doing out there? Who are you visiting?
I only live like 30 minutes away. So I was taking Ruby for a ride. She likes to go over the bridge and see the Potomac. I went into Harper's Ferry and walked around and had lunch and came back. Did some shopping.
Lavender has a famous Viking in her lines.
Ooh.
Kubak Levan. He was one of the Rollo's warlord. Okay. Helped settle Norway, helped settle Normandy, Picardy, and then Alsace. I can't say that. Awesome.
Nice. That's good news about your health, Lavender. Really good news.
That is. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're expecting that she has a tumor we're expecting to shrink. So that'll be awesome.
Come here.
Just waiting to see if the who's that?
That's Ruby.
Ruby?
My red healer.
Let's give
My red.
you. Oops.
Wait a
Let's
minute.
give you
Let's
full
see.
screen here.
There she is. Hi, Ruby.
Oh, she a rescue
Yeah.
dog? Yeah.
No, she was given to me as a birthday present about 8 years ago. Yeah, my dog had passed away, my golden retriever, so
Oh,
my neighbors got me Ruby instead,
nice.
and she's been a sweetheart, yeah. She went for a car ride today. She went for
Oh,
a
yeah.
car ride. Yeah.
I got my Max sitting here.
Max cat.
He's asleep.
Oh, my I don't know if you've ever gotten a good look at her, but she has a crush on Max.
Oreo, yeah.
Oreo, where are you? There she is.
Oh,
She
another
doesn't have
tuxedo kitty.
Yeah, she doesn't have the long hair that Max cat has.
Oh,
Yeah, hi baby.
she's so teeny.
Yeah, she's a year
cats.
old in April, and so now she's what? A year and a half old almost?
Oh,
more than
she's
that.
Adorable.
I got her in November. Come on, Ruby.
Yeah, Max is about 5 now, I think.
Yeah. Max, is he that old? Really?
Yeah. You're welcome, Lavender. Hopelessly Norwegian here. Supposedly my line go all the way back to Eric the Red, says Gringo Grande. Nice.
My babies, they know when I'm on the phone,
Yeah, Max likes to sit on my lap. The only time he likes to do it is when I'm doing shows.
Yeah.
Go figure, Any other time, forget it. I can put him on my lap, he'll just jump.
What's this chat button down here? Mike's camera chat. Oh, is that for you and me?
There's private chat, and then there's comments. What are you on right now? YouTube? No.
I just see you.
Yeah.
You're in the show.
Yeah.
Never come into StreamYard with just my phone and headset before.
Yeah, it works fine.
See, now I have an Android phone. That's why it's working.
Did you have an iPhone?
And it sucked.
Oh, those things are deadly. Apparently,
they don't. Yeah.
There's a lawsuit now that's going through for Nokia from the first generation smartphones. So that's 20 years ago that they a court case that was started 20 years ago. They're finally allowing it to go through.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going to happen with it because they have indemnity. They have full indemnity that they don't, like in Canada, you can stop a cell tower from going up if it'll affect the property value. You cannot stop it for health effects. So they know, they know that there are health effects, but they won't acknowledge that as something to stop a cell tower from going up or being adjudicated in the courts. They just delay it, put it off. Like half of the people that are in this case are dead now because they had brain tumors. So, they're just putting it off until all these people die off, and then they can say, well, there's no case, don't worry about it. Right? But that's their tactics, right? Oh, we had somebody there. We just lost you, Teresa. You just popped out. StreamYard's good for that, though. Okay, we got G. I know we can have more than that many people. Hi, G. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm awesome. We just lost Teresa.
She'll be back, I hope.
Yeah. We're allowed up to 5 or 10 people on here, so.
Yeah, it's fun to have a little Sunday afternoon chat.
Yeah. So what are you up to? There she is.
Oh, I've been working and
Hey,
Teresa.
This is starting to look like the Brady Bunch scene here. We got the people.
I hit the wrong damn button.
Oh, hang on. See, on here, we got the Brady Bunch crew coming up. We need another few people to add to the glyph here, and we'll have the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, what do you have? The 20. We have the 10 user. You can put 10 up there at one time or something.
Yeah, I'm just using the free one because they allow you 20 hours free a month.
Yeah.
And I don't really use that many.
That's all you need. Yeah.
Yeah. Musgrave, what are you doing, Musgrave?
Hi, Jeannie.
Hey, Teresa.
Hey, smoking a juice.
Yeah.
I like your frosty logo.
My little half-hidden icon there. That's me today.
Yeah.
Herbs for drying, nice.
Doing chilies. Ooh.
Yeah, it's cold out here too. We just hit into the cold weather.
Yeah, I heard Canada's freezing already at nighttime.
Yeah, we're going. Well, we're not quite freezing yet, but we're getting there.
We're dropping every night now. We're dropping down to like 35 to 45. So I'm kind of concerned about my fall crops because I'm a container gardener, and I just don't know how cold they can stand it. You know.
Oh yeah.
They don't have the thermal, you know.
Yeah.
Heat protection from the earth, you know.
Do you have like a dolly you could move them in or something, or?
I have to physically carry every one of those suckers out of that greenhouse and put them on my wall sometimes to move them around the sunshine during the day, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Do you have a dolly?
No. Mm-mm.
You should invest in one. That would make it a lot easier for you.
Yeah. Well,
just one of those, just a dolly that slides under and you just tilt it back.
This is my first experiment with a fall crop doing container gardening in my little greenhouse, and I'm thinking next year I need to put heat in that greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Make it more of a real greenhouse, put some heat in there and keep them warm at night, because I'm telling you, I don't think they're going to make it through. If we keep having cold temperatures of 35 and 40, I mean, that's winter, not fall,
Yeah, pretty much up there it is.
Yeah.
You've got to modify the environment for growing. The humidity, the heat, and the light. And I'm going to grow again, by the way. I'm just waiting to set up. Yeah, and I found it's really a nice balance when you get some artificial lighting going on in there, because it also creates heat. And and sometimes things actually need more daylight than we give them. So.
Yeah.
Well, with that hurricane weather that was coming up the coast when it downgraded to a tropical, I got 5 days of nonstop rain, high winds, no sunshine, cold temperatures.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what happened to fall? All the leaves are falling, but they're dried up green leaves, no color changes. It's like, and I just got back from West Virginia, and it's usually beautiful this time of year. And I took a trip out there in the mountains, and I was driving through the mountains, and I'm like, where are all the colors? There's hardly any color.
About 5 years ago, what happened? The leaves just dropped off the trees. There was no change of the colors. So there's all these green leaves on the ground. I don't know what happened to them.
Yeah, the
most bizarre thing.
They drop before they change their sugars.
Yeah,
and it is trippy. I saw that too up in the Northwest a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine it's good. It's not a good sign.
No, snap cold probably.
No, if I look out my window now, it's supposed to be fall. Okay, this is going to shock you guys. This is my my crab apple tree. And normally, for crab apples around here, it's always fall. But there's a very few change in color in the trees out front. But this is the tree in my front yard. Winter. Do you see any leaves? Hardly any leaves.
Oh yeah, it dropped early. Wow.
Welcome to Maryland.
They're still green. The ones that are there are still green. Yeah.
You see across the street, there's some red, but those trees naturally have red leaves in them anyway.
No, I wonder if that's radiation. If the plants are reacting to radiation, it's possible.
It could be because let's see if I go out back. Here's the cat. She found her spot. See? Green.
How adorable.
Oh, I just streamed. Hold on.
And that's what's falling in my yard. Green leaves.
Yeah, the cold got to the trees before they could do their transformation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to rub it in, but today we're sitting in a wonderful 80-degree weather.
Oh, wow.
Lucky you.
I know. The nights get a cool 66.
Well, there.
Oh, that's good.
Musgrave's got. I don't know if straw would help. Musgrave's thinking straw might help you there, Teresa, with the cold. And
straw. Oh, do you mean to put straw in the containers? Okay.
Yeah, you could bunch them up and kind of put it in them that way, maybe. And Grande Gringo, I keep the cats out, the outside cats going with fluorescent
Curlicue light.
Yeah,
okay.
Inside a box. Doesn't get too hot, but it puts out just enough to give them a warm place. Interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's actually, that's a great setup for your outdoors.
That might be something I could do. Put some fluorescent lights in there.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, 35, 40 degrees, I mean, it's not freezing, but it's pretty darn cold. And I can't imagine when you don't have a whole lot of sunlight every day and so much moisture that I have in Maryland. It was an experiment. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I do indoor gardening in the winter, so I'll be starting up soon with spinach and stuff. I'd actually like to send you. I should send you some of my ormus to try in your soil. You'll be. It's like fertilizer plus.
You're kidding, ormus?
No. Yeah. Sea salt ormus. It's got. It's made from Himalayan salt. The one I make, it's got 114 or 140 minerals in it, minerals and elements.
I'll be darned. I wonder if I can make ormus with my Dead Sea salt.
Yeah, you could. Oh. Yep, absolutely. You get some magnesium, some milk of magnesia, and you dissolve the salt in, about 200 grams of salt in about half a gallon of water.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put in 2 capfuls or 2 ounces of milk of magnesia. Stir it around, let it settle overnight, or over the next few hours. It'll settle to the bottom. You'll end up with a layer of ormus on the bottom. I'll grab mine and show you.
I'll have to try that.
You pour off the top water, keeping the elements in the bottom. You do that 5 times, pouring in new water and then letting it settle, pouring off the dredge, and that'll take all the salt out of it and just leave the minerals behind.
I think I need a fish tank.
When I grow a lot of spinach.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah.
When I grew my spinach, it was amazing. It was dark green. When you put it on the soil starts to grow moss everywhere because there's just so much more nutrient.
James Ortiz, hello.
Just can't stop it. Hi, James.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, I found it to be a real benefit to the soil. They're concerned about fertilizer, but ormus was originally designed or discovered by Hutchison. I can't remember his first name, but he was a farmer. He was wondering why his soil wasn't growing food. What was wrong with it? Because he kept adding fertilizers and more fertilizers, and he couldn't get things to grow. So he started analyzing soil, and he found out that it was missing ormus, these micronutrients. Monatomic element form. So he worked on extracting it and finding it, and it's originally designed for farming.
I liked it when you and Dalibor came on and showed us how to make the ormus, but I didn't think to ask if I could use Dead Sea salt. It's actually a 5-pound bag from the Dead Sea.
Absolutely, yeah, you can use that.
I use it on my hair, along with tea tree oil from Australia.
Nice.
works out pretty well for scalp treatment, you know. You put a little bit of lavender in it to make it smell good, and put that tea tree oil in there, and the Dead Sea salt, and it really works wonders for your head if you're having any problems. I wanted to show you something. Ah! I think I just dropped a chunk of tourmaline. Where is it?
I'd like to see Lori's stone again, that stone she showed us last time.
Yeah.
I asked her to say, can you ask her to send me an image? Actually, I'll just email her.
Which stone was it?
The one that was a liver. She had what they called a geode. I think they called it a geode.
Yeah.
Claimed it was made from expelling stuff from a volcano. But I took one look at it, and I was just studying mud fossil livers and about to go out and start searching for them. And Lori pulls up this stone that she said was a geode, and it turns out it's a liver. It's the major lobe.
I'll be darned. I'll be darned. No, this one is you remember the orca that we all agreed was a heart?
Yep.
Because it had the opening in it, you know. Wait a minute.
Yep.
This one.
All the right markings. Yep, right there.
Yep, and then it's got the crease on top. The whoops.
Yep. The separation of the chambers.
The separation. Mm-hmm. But this one actually is a cut shaped. I think. Well, this one is labradorite.
Okay.
And it's got a lot of energy, and it sets you. I mean, it really, you can feel it vibrating when you hold on to it, and if you concentrate while you're meditating, you get all kinds of sensations with it. But this one, this is the labradorite.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
But it doesn't have. I won this for free on that warehouse show that Chloe hooked me up with. You see the back of it?
Yeah.
But it doesn't have any of the other signs to it, except for the top up here.
Yeah, that's got some of it, and that dark line, I don't know, it's hard to tell. It's got some of the biology markers.
Some of it, so it threw me off a little bit, you know?
Yeah. It could be that they've polished it down from such a large stone to get it to that shape. I don't know. I don't know how big the stone started out as.
But I don't see any openings or any like chambers. Yeah, not like the other one. So I figured this one was not a real heart.
Lost you there, G. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we lost G.
Oh, that's okay. I was adjusting. You brought up stones and stuff.
Uh-oh.
So I pulled out one.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother was a rock hound, and they found a huge piece, and one of the gentlemen cut it in slices, and it is indeed, it is a fossilized animal. You can see the rib bone.
Yeah.
And some light behind it. It's kind of hard with just a flashlight, but yeah. And over here is some of the gizzards or something.
Okay. Oh, neat.
There's a better side of the gizzards. Yeah, and this is the skin and hair that has all fossilized.
That is neat.
I'll be darned. That is neat. Yeah.
Is that trippy? Yeah. My mom left me with a couple of surprising things. I just love them. Anyway, so there you go.
That's awesome. Cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the biology in there. I can't figure it out, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I can't either, but you can definitely see there's holes here.
Yeah.
Where, things were coming out.
Could be a spine, could be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something's going on there. Yeah.
That's a beautiful one.
I think this one has consciousness, this heart, and for some reason, what came through is the head of two. It could be what do you call it, pareidolia, when you think you see something?
Yes.
Yeah,
it isn't there. But pareidolia. But if you look at what's sucking on one of the, I'm trying not to get the sunlight in there. what's sucking on one of the bones is the open mouth of a lizard-like creature.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You see it?
That's a beautiful piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All
from
the orchids
that's
have
actually
this.
the chamber separation.
Yeah.
And we showed on mine, we have the same, very similar marking.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Let's see. You can see the
Yes.
Oh,
lizard,
yeah.
It's the line.
open
Mhm.
shape with the lines in the opening. Yeah, very
Yeah.
similar. Yeah.
Where did you find yours, Max?
At the lake. My wife found it. She's awesome at finding them. So yeah, we have. I live on Lake Ontario, and the shoreline is littered with.
You guys have
fossils.
so much stuff in Canada; it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
all of your lakes are surrounded by all kinds of. Karen mines a lot right out of the shoreline.
Yeah, I found this the foot in a riverbed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're everywhere around here. I found a corpulite in a Walmart parking lot.
You're
Coprolite.
kidding.
Nope. It was just sitting there in a pile of gravel that they had put out. They were gonna lay it all out along the to put down the blacktop, and I noticed that it looked like it was rusting. One particular piece. Picked it up, and it was a coprolite.
I'll be darned.
Ancient fossilized poop. Yeah.
I just wanted to pop in and say, yes, Desert Rose, Canada, the few little places I've been to, is absolutely gorgeous.
Hi, Desert Rose. Geodes. Yeah, geodes. I question what geodes are now, Lavender. What they say are geodes may or may not be. I don't know.
I'm lost. What do they say a geode is?
Well, most geodes are usually, you see them around 4 inches or so, and inside they'll have crystals like quartz or
Oh, right, yeah, beautiful
amethyst
stuff.
or,
Gotcha.
and you cut them in half, and people put seeds in them or just keep them like that. Yeah, but I wonder if they're actually some type of biology now. I do believe they could possibly come out of a volcano, but I'm highly suspect about that now.
Wow, that's an interesting perception. I can see that being a fossilized gallbladder or something. I don't know.
A gland of some sort.
Yeah.
Who knows? Because like Lori was like I was just saying earlier. Lori showed me the stone they claimed was a geode, that it had spit out of a volcano. But when I looked at it, it had the perfect shape of the large lobe of a liver. And we looked on the bottom of it, and there was all the markings where the other lobe would go. And I believe Teresa saw some of the biology inside of it. She would have
Mm-hmm.
liver. So,
Well, are you talking about Chloe or Lori?
Lori.
Lori's, yeah. I haven't really taken a close look at hers.
Yeah, we looked at that at the end of the last show we did together.
Yeah. I know. I remember her holding it up. Hey, you guys, here you go. Here's Sassy. Hi.
Birds, cats, and dogs.
That is so cool.
That's an African gray. Yes.
How long have you had that for?
They live up to about 85 or 90 years, I think. And I've had her for about, I guess, 10 years now. My neighbor asked me to take care of her because she was running a day school for children. You can't have these. You can't have these near children because they'll stick their fingers in there and get bit, Yeah. This bird has the ability to snap your finger off. And so just to be safe, I took her in. But she kept having children of her own. She had another child, and so it wasn't safe to have the bird near children. So I kept the bird, and I've had the bird ever since.
Oh, how wonderful.
How old was
She
it
was
when you
meant
got
to
her?
be.
Oh, God, I don't know because she's had 3 owners before me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She has Jennifer's voice, So when I'm sleeping at night, I hear hello, and it's Jennifer. The first time I heard that, it freaked me out. I'm like, what's Jennifer doing in my house? Because we had keys to each other's houses. We took care of each other's animals. And I'm like, Jen, what are you doing in the living room? And it wasn't. It was the bird making her. And then she cusses like a man. This man that owned her, an older man, she cusses. She says the F word.
Oh,
and the thing is when you're in, I'm bringing up my laptop so I can see the chat room because I can't see it on my phone without getting thrown out. So that hasn't changed with cell phone access. But no, she'll cuss out, like if I'm on the phone talking to the mortgage company, this damn bird will just start frickin' frackin' rickin'. I mean, all the foul language comes out of its mouth when you're on the phone. So it was cracking up the help desk at the mortgage company because I was calling in about a missed payment or something. And they had me in the help center. And the help center says, can we record this bird? I said, whatever floats your boat, if that's what you want to do. So they go and get the supervisor. And they bring the supervisor, starts talking to the bird, and they're recording it. And she says, you know how we're going to use this? I said, I have no idea. She says, in our training classes. We're going to use this in our training classes to teach you what not to do when you're talking to a client on the phone. So I got a kick out of that, let me tell you. Yeah.
Oh my God. I agree, Musgrave. She's a beautiful bird.
What a beautiful bird,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, she is. And Oreo learned real fast, the cat, because, Oreo came from the wild. She was a street cat when I brought her in last November. So she raised herself. She was born and raised on the street. So she was only 7 months old. She went right after that bird. She was fascinated by trying to find a way into that cage. She learned real quick not to screw with that bird.
Good. Even
you know why?
Steven.
You know why? The bird barks like a dog because the bird was raised with dogs. So the bird,
and it's smart to use that.
Roar. Yeah.
That's smart.
That would confuse the hell out of a cat.
It sure did.
Those claws will say a thing or two as well.
Do you ever let her out, or is it too much of a...
Oh, yeah. No, I let her out. I put the cat in her room just to be safe. And I've always... Sassy rides on my shoulder. She helps me do the dishes and clean up the kitchen. And, but she doesn't like equipment like vacuum cleaners.
No.
Anything in your hand, she growls like... I've never heard a bird growl like that before, but it's a very deep growl, almost demonic. She doesn't like anything that frightens her. That, like, if you walk through the living room with a weed whacker in your hand and you're going out front, she'll growl at the weed whacker. It's a menacing growl,
I like
but
them.
Yeah.
They are so noisy. I just couldn't, I don't know. They're so noisy. And those kind
noisy and messy.
Yeah, messy.
Yeah.
So is the owner going to take her back eventually, or?
No, I don't think so. Not unless I move or something.
Yeah. Yeah, a cat would get ripped apart by those claws and beak if they stuck their paw inside for sure. Wonder if she's ever learned that lesson.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. She put her paw in there, and that bird just bit the heck out of her.
Good.
So I heard this. I'm in the other room, and I hear, rear! I had to check to make sure there wasn't any blood drawn. I was like, oh, my God, what's the matter with you?
Yeah, missing chunks and stuff. Holy.
Yeah, that bird has been around the block.
Yeah.
It's got it down.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing. The bird's smart.
Yeah.
The bird knows stuff, All right, now I've got my laptop up. I can see the chat.
There you go. Cats will get ripped by those claws.
Video call.
Never kept birds, just fed them outside. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've witnessed what crows can do, so I've never underestimated birds. You know,
We've
even
had a
little
lot of
ones.
ravens
Careful.
around. Yeah, those little ones. I've seen
Yeah.
blue jays attack cats.
Oh,
Two of them on
yeah.
a swing set, just dive bombing a cat. We've had a huge abundance of ravens around here lately. Uh, Much bigger than crows, and wow, they are big birds. Yeah, just a lot of them. I haven't seen that many in my lifetime ever. Just coming around. I don't know why.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm new to this area, but I've seen waves of things that come and go through here. It's trippy, you know. Earlier in the spring we had one set of bugs, and then now in the fall we're having a whole different set of bugs coming in, and birds. It's interesting how they do. They migrate in a sense.
You ever seen a murder of crows?
Yes. Oh
Oh my,
my
that is
word.
quite a sight. Like
And
thousands
loud.
of
And
loud.
screaming. They're all screaming until all of a sudden it gets really quiet, and then judgment has been passed. You know,
Yeah.
and they're going to
Wow.
kill. That's why there are murder crows. They're going to kill a crow for something. Mhm.
Oh, you think it's a social thing, eh? Like,
Oh, it definitely is. Yes, yeah. They gather because one crow may have stolen another crow's eggs or something, and that's taboo. And they
oh,
will, yes, and they squawk and squawk around this big circle until something's decided, and at times they will kill a crow for something it's done. A murder
wow.
of crows. Yeah,
Hmm.
they're trippy, and they're thieves, and they do remember you.
Yep.
So be nice to them. They'll
About
remember you.
Must have been about 15 years ago. I scared crows off with a belt, just snapping a belt, and those crows remembered. They seemed to remember. None of them will come near me. None of them would talk to me for years. Every time I went
Yeah,
around, off they'd go. They'd make a call and take off. Right. So, but finally they started being friendly again. So, wow, they long memories. I tell you, long memory.
yeah. It's an interesting mammal. Are birds mammals, or are they in a
Nope.
different? No, they're in something else.
Yeah, yeah. Birds are their own class. Such a caring for. Oh. I've never taken in birds. I never have luck with baby birds. The ones that I find all die on me. The only thing I've had luck with is squirrels. Taking in squirrels, they seem to do just fine.
Did we lose Teresa?
I don't know. She seems frozen.
Yeah.
Are you frozen there, Teresa? Just drop out and come back in again.
But yeah, Desert Rose says the same thing. Yes, they'll remember you. I've witnessed this to a degree. I think my one dog would chase them in the backyard and they'd get mad. And then they'd come back later and they would poop where he liked to sunbathe. I swear. I
That's crazy.
swear. So
You
yeah,
freak again? Okay.
let's see.
There we
DD.
go. There we go.
Yeah, she'll probably be back in a second. Working off of a phone sometimes is hard. There she is. Oh,
Yeah, she'll be back. Out the stream. Oh, what happened there? You got two open. She's got two open. You're here somewhere.
Well, I'm trying.
Oh, okay. Let me remove that one. There. Try again. How's that sound?
There we go.
Okay. Don't have an image for you, but you're here.
Let's see, camera. There we go.
There you go. Okay. Got this other one hanging out here. Kick from studio. There we go.
Yeah, but now it's doing something wackadoodle with my sound.
There, I kicked you out from studio. The other one. That should straighten it out, maybe.
I have no idea why.
I don't know. StreamYard's pretty good, though. I like it. So,
Got a conflict with the browser or something like that. It wants me to reset my phone.
Oh,
It's telling me to reset my phone, and I don't know why. Maybe because I was in close proximity to my laptop. I don't know. Ugh. All I can do is
automotive.
leave and come back. Sorry, you guys.
Yeah, give it a go if you want. You sound fine to us.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Settings.
Yeah, you had a great career there, Musgrave. Awesome. Hi, Max. Yeah, I haven't found any new mud fossils, but I haven't been out looking in the stream beds recently because the homos have taken over all my favorite walking spots. So
Oh,
I
I
can't take
know that.
not going to take my wife through there because desperation makes for desperate actions. So
Yeah, yeah. No, it was getting to a point in Portland where um, I'd have to, if I was going to do business with somebody, I had to check the Google Maps where they were located first because I knew where the homeless would definitely be camping. And there's nothing like, walking around with your wallet next to, I'm sorry, people that will do really odd things at minimum
yeah,
to,
yeah,
doing ne'er-do-well things to you.
yeah. Luckily for the homeless people, they're letting them stay in parks now. They kick them out after a while because too many needles and garbage and stuff. But they do try every once in a while to open up the parks. They opened up the stadium to them uh, in the beginning of the pandemic to the homeless. They just destroyed the place, just
Uh,
totally trashed it. So they had to kick them out. That's the problem. Is a lot of these people get into drug use to make it through the day, and little else
yeah.
matters to them after that.
That's true.
So
That is, and I think that's part of why they are reluctant to create housing because they know it's going to turn into basically a shit show within a few months because
yeah,
they don't care.
yeah, yeah,
Where do you put people that don't care? That is our question.
yeah. That's the hard part, right? They need to be rehabilitated before they can be put back into society as a useful member, right? So
Yeah.
that's hard to do when a lot of these people didn't this addiction that they've put on us is almost impossible to break. You know,
Yeah, well, it's unfortunate. I look at these people that it's like they don't like their lives. They've given up and they're doing the slow suicide.
yeah,
It's a blameless suicide basically.
yeah. In Canada, though, they've euthanized 10,000 people. This is a horror show up here, by the way. You can go in and say, I don't think I can financially make it through the pandemic. And for that reason, I want to commit suicide.
Yeah.
And that's acceptable in Canada as a reason
Yeah, yeah.
for them to give you medically assisted suicide. And they're pushing it on disabled people
Um,
as a solution. So we have made it to Nazi
I've heard
Germany.
that before. Yeah, I was going to say I've heard
Yes,
the final solution
it's
before.
it's just an
Yes.
offer now, right? But
Mm.
when they restrict the food and services and people start dropping left, right, and center, you know what they're going to say is, well, for the benefit, for the good of mankind, for the good of the community, you know, you should take this option because you're just a strain on the community.
Oh yeah, they'll psychobabble people into agreeing that yes, this
There
is
you
the
are.
best road. Yep.
I had
Sorry,
to
Max.
reboot
Hey.
my phone. I had to
There we
reboot.
go.
Sorry.
Okay.
My phone got screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying in Portland, I mean, in chat to stay away from Portland, and I would have to agree.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. And
Yeah, it is.
this is all definitely planned. Be careful there, Max. Oh, window was open up big enough for him to get his head out. So
Uh-oh.
yeah. So what do you do with these poor people? Like they've been they've been put into this situation. Personally, I think we should be able to sue all these oligarchs, drug companies, and all that, and that they should pay for it. For these people to have rehabilitation, nurses, and homes until they're better, because they created them.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law now has become basically institutionalized, where he now prefers, apparently, as best as we can figure, to stay in a homeless shelter instead of staying.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's folks around here that are doing that too right now.
Yeah. Like he's on a disability. He is on major medication. These opiates and other things. And they just keep adding to his list of medications. He's homeless, dying from these medications, and they just keep adding to it. It's
See,
suicide.
That's why I think these communities, these homestead communities, if you can get enough people to buy 40, 50, 60, 80 acres, 100 acres, get everybody to get in there, build some earth type cabins or structures, and just create communities for people where you're self-sustaining and can grow your own food and take care of your own animals. You could all make a crafts and sell them,
I think homeless would do well on farms.
I do too.
Problem is breaking the drug addictions. That's the big problem.
Yeah. Well, some of them have the drug addictions for sure. But I know a few who were coworkers of mine from the American Red Cross. And they had families and they just couldn't survive, and they ended up busting up their families, and they're out on the streets.
Yeah.
These are people that have college background and they're living like homeless people on the streets, But I know they would work if you put them to work, So, bye, Jeannie.
Yeah, we know lots of people out here. My wife is very friendly. She talks to everyone, so she gets all the stories. And we've met several people out here that have just been forced out onto the street. They're not drug addicts. They're, And in Canada, though, without an address, it's very difficult to get a job.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm,
they make it really, really hard.
Yet, on our news stations here locally, which I don't listen a lot to local news, but I mean to our nationwide news on Channel 7, Channel 9, and all that, they're like, oh, the economy's in really good shape. Oh, we've got more jobs now than we had when Trump was in there. And, oh, everybody's back to work. And I'm like, that's not what I'm seeing. I see these people out on the street.
Yeah, we can't keep people employed. We need employees at my place of employment desperately, but we can't get them. Nobody wants to work. They'd rather stay at home and collect government money, or I guess stay in their basements. People that are working are over 40, and the younger kids just aren't doing it. So
interesting.
We've got a huge glut of jobs that need to be filled in our market, and nobody's filling them.
Well, they're hands-on jobs too, right? That require field work. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, because I'm surrounded with yuppies who are home with their computers.
The coffee shop can't get enough employees. There are skilled jobs in my employer, but there's also unskilled jobs that could be easily filled. Nobody's taking them.
Well, let me ask you this. I went up to the past few days. I had to hit several different types of stores to get what I want. And I went to a supermarket, and none of the checkout aisles are open. They're all automated checkouts.
Yeah.
And you have maybe one person working one lane to help you check out if you need help, okay? Then you've got the same scenario in 3 other types of grocery stores, completely different stores. Then you go to Walmart, you find the same thing going on in Walmart. There's lines and lines and lines of people with baskets full of stuff, all trying to check out at a kiosk with a little teeny tiny tray on it, and they've got all this stuff to bag. It's taking forever, and the lines are all the way back in the clothing department.
Yeah.
And you've got people standing around with their blue Walmart smocks on doing absolutely nothing.
Amen.
The same
I
thing at
see it
White,
all the time.
same thing at Safeway, same thing at Giant.
Yep.
And so I started interviewing the managers. You know me, I'm an interviewer, right? So I started interviewing the store managers, and I asked each and every one of them the exact same questions. And the responses I got were, if you really need help, we'll always take you to a checkout register. I said, how can you? You've converted them all over to automated machines.
Right.
Well, we'll have somebody help you and meet you over there to help you, if somebody really needs help.
We'll call someone from the back.
Yeah. And I said, well, why are all these people standing around and they're all joking around and kidding around? And I said, are they losing money? Are you not paying them, anymore? Or, aren't they bored? And I actually interviewed them too. I went up to all of them and said, are you guys bored? Yeah, kind of. I said, do you have anything to do? Well, we stocked shelves this morning. I said, yeah, but what are you doing for the rest of your shift? Well, we're here to assist if anybody needs us. And I'm like, okay. And yet we've got lines and lines of people who are trying to get home and cook dinner or get home before their kids get off the bus from school. And so the consumer is inconvenienced because the store doesn't want to pay the helpers anymore to help you check out your bags. They want you to rely solely on these checkout machines, which is fine by me if I've got a few items. But if I have a whole basket load,
yeah,
yes,
and they have errors. They're constantly freezing up. Get help.
Yes. Oh, always. You're not pushing the right. You can't find things, and yes, exactly. The efficiency has gone. It's we've sacrificed getting this done the best way possible to almost the worst way possible, because you're right, they don't give you enough room. The kiosks are too complicated, and I can go on, but I would like real help.
Yeah, doesn't it seem like their intention is just to make everything as unusable and as bothersome as possible?
This one dude got nasty with me. This store manager got nasty with me because I was asking the questions. So I obviously pushed the button because I'm asking the questions and I'm being real friendly. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, let me ask you something. Every item in this basket has doubled in price over the past 6 months.
Yeah.
I can't even get, the kitty litter I used to get for like $7. It's now 14 or 15 or 16. Yeah. Ruby's treats, instead of $10, they're 21, and I can't even afford to get her the kind of treats she's used to eating,
Yep.
I shop around online now for a lot of stuff, and that's another thing. They're forcing us to go online with a lot.
Yep.
So I'm like, so you've doubled or tripled the price of the product. You've gotten rid of most of your staff. You've put in automated machines that malfunction every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And you can't find help to help you. So who's making all this money? Because I can understand you letting go of staff if you don't charge enough, but they're charging 2 and 3 times as much now for the food. So why can't they afford the staff? You see, what happened is during the pandemic, they laid everybody off and they just don't want to bring them back. Yep. Because they tasted the profit.
I think you're right, Teresa.
They didn't have to pay unemployment tax. They didn't have to pay extra insurance. They didn't have to pay overtime. They got used to it and they like it.
Yep. Run a skeleton crew all the time and you can still make a profit.
And you could still blame the pandemic for the price of eggs, and I'm like, come on. I mean, I shouldn't have to spend $10 on 3 peppers.
See, he should have been smart and said, it's shipping costs.
I know, it's ridiculous. Yeah. No, it's absolutely ridiculous what it's costing me now to feed this household. It's just from just a year and a half ago. I went back to a year and a half ago, and it has doubled. Yep.
Yeah. So somebody's raking in the profits here, and don't tell me it's all about gasoline. Because your food truck distributor center, your warehouse is like 6 miles from here. So don't try to whitewash it and tell me that it's about gasoline prices, because it's not. Most of our stuff comes from Amish farms in the area, and the Amish aren't charging 6 times more because of the pandemic.
Right. And also the inflation went up so quickly, just from experience through different inflationary times, it went up slower back then. And all of a sudden we were like, on a cliff, going up.
Yeah. So something doesn't smell right to me. And on top of it, they're pushing more shots for different. Now we got new viruses. So what are you going to do? Vaccinate people to the point where they have no natural antibodies left in their system whatsoever, so that they're reliant and have to pay for a shot every 2 or 3 weeks?
They hope.
You see what they're doing? And then they're making the food costs go, and then you're certain things you can't get, like I couldn't get the seed for my fall garden because they know that I don't want to pay their prices in the store. So now they've pulled all the seeds off the shelf. You see? So I see it as a manipulation of some kind going on.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, we're being manipulated. Yes. Someone said that history obviously repeats itself a little bit, that just before countries go into a major war, they suppress the citizens. In many ways, they suppress us.
Well, they control the press. That's the first thing they do, is they control the press. And they only allow, they kind of whitewash the news, and they do all these things, and that's absolutely right. But now we're aware of it, so what do we do about it? And I like what they're doing in Australia. I mean, they were just, they were like, oh yeah, you're going to shut down your markets? Fine, we'll start sharing vegetables on our own land. We'll start growing our own stuff and sharing it. So now they have community open markets, and Jules goes in there with her little basket. She trades seed.
Yeah.
They trade seeds. They trade. So communities can do things by saying, you know what, I'm not going to sit back and just bellyache about this, or get all hyper, or get all upset, or get outraged. I'm not going to let them feed I'm not going to let them feed off my energy. I'm going to change the way I do things, because this has all been a catalyst for getting people to do things differently. So that's what you do. You put your mindset on doing things that are going to help you get through it the best way you can without losing your freaking mind.
Yeah.
And in the process of doing it, guess what you're doing? You're strengthening your smaller communities. Like Jules says, it only takes one community at a time to implement change.
Yeah.
So we're so used to rebelling with weapons, anger, storming the Capitol, stomping all over people. We're so used to doing that as a civilization that we don't know how to do things civilly, to the extent that we can do it very quietly, very strategically, very precisely, and still go, no, 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 no.
I would love to be there that day. I would love to be there.
But it only takes a community. And here in Damascus, we set up what we call a local farmers and florist market. It's on it's where 3 roads come together, and there's a little piece of triangular land. And all the florists and gardeners gather there every day and trade baskets of goods and seeds and all that. And we're starting it here, and it's different townships. It's Damascus, Mount Airy, and I forget what the other township is. I think it's Laytonville. And we all come together at that one location. And I have gone up there and traded squash for cucumbers, or cucumbers for tomatoes.
Yeah.
I got seed there, plant food,
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You can swap it out. That's cool.
I would love a place like that.
Yeah.
We have a
farmer's market, but we have 2 farmers markets in the city, so and a lot of food is grown locally. We have a lot of farmland around us.
Yeah. Even my brother, who has most of his clients several cities away, like almost 45 minutes to an hour away from here, he'll come home once a week with a paper bag filled with potatoes, onions, carrots, lettuce, squash, from his client who goes to a local farmer market in Bethesda. And she gets so much that she just gives him a big bag full to send over here, so I never have to buy an onion or a tomato if I'm not growing it. I'm growing my own, but when I don't have enough, it supplements it.
Absolutely.
I'm chopping it all up, freezing it, jarring it, canning it, sticking it in the freezer to get me through the winter.
Onions. Pickled onions are awesome. I love those.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what you got to do. You got to get connected with your local communities.
What about all the plastic bags? Actually,
who said that? Is that Lori?
Lori. We were talking about you, Lori.
She just got us onto Odysee while we were talking.
Oh,
John.
She's on Odysee?
I told her what happened with you a few minutes ago. Yeah.
I closed it down because I was getting an echo. So let's see here. How many subs I have on Odysee now? I think I'm up to 13 or something.
13.
13.
That's cool.
Let's see if I'm still
Hi, Lori.
There we go. Oh, yeah. I got, this is awesome. And it's not, okay, hold on, give it a minute. Okay, yeah, it's still working. Awesome.
Yeah, and he couldn't sync up the chat.
No.
In StreamYard. He had to go over to Odysee to do that, didn't you?
So is Odysee a new platform that you're on? I'm
behind
the times here.
Yeah, Odysee is kind of like YouTube. It's very similar.
I'll look it up.
A lot of the people you probably know are already on there. Like a lot of the big names. Like I watch quite a few large names. Like you've got Alex Jones went over there. Victory, Rex. Yeah, there's all kinds of people over there. Some smaller names that we know too. So
Robert's on Odysee too, right?
I think so.
Doesn't he stream to Odysee and Nina and some of the others? Yeah, they're all using it as a backup. They're streaming it as Lori uses Pure Love as our backup, but if YouTube goes down or YouTube decides to shut everyone down or kick everyone off, what are you going to do? Well, you still have Odysee. So it's a good idea to have Odysee as your second.
Yeah, that is
second or third. Yeah.
Very, very good. Oh, by the way, hi, Lori. I'm a little late.
Yeah, hi, Lori.
Oh, Lori, you said you want to see her rock again, right?
Yeah. It was. Can you link to YouTube? Yeah, you can. Lori, if you want to come up and show us, remember the stone you found that I said was a kidney, or sorry, a liver, a large lobe of a liver. We were talking about that earlier. How you talked about your friend said it was a geode spit out from a volcano. I was wondering if you'd come up and show that for us. There's a link if you want to.
She's uploading stuff to the server. She couldn't do it a little while ago. She might, if she isn't uploading.
Moving further into the woods, they'll get you there too. I've thought about that. You guys, running is not an option. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. They'll find you. And as we saw what they did in Australia, they went for the people in the outback first. Because everybody in the city, they already got them.
Yeah.
So going out to the woods, they'll come for you first, unfortunately.
Yes. The Art of War by Sun Tzu. You attack the villages before you attack the city, so they have no support when you go for the big guy.
Mm-hmm. Ah, that's very strategic.
Yeah.
So everybody who's thinking of trying to run away from this, it won't work. It won't work. You better just stand and fight where you are.
Well, you know what they've already done with RV parks, don't you? Did you hear what they did with the RV parks?
No.
Okay, so you used to be able to go off grid and go camp out at a state park for like $27 a night or something, or $25, or you could go to an RV park, privately owned RV park, and pay monthly rental or even do seasonal rentals, right?
Yeah.
And you would be kind of semi off grid that way. You wouldn't be paying any land taxes. The only thing you pay is for your electric. If they decide to charge you extra for electric, which is reasonable. You get free Wi-Fi up to a point, you know. So the minute they found out more and more people were doing that, the government moves in and says, no. If you're living off of that thing for more than so many months, we're going to start charging you just as if you had property tax. So it depends on what state you go to and what county you're in. I mean, it's variable right now. So as you're out there searching for places to live, because that's what I was going to do, and I'm still going to do it. You know, you pay an annual rent, and then boom, they start charging you taxes like real estate. Hey, Lori.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello.
Sorry, my lighting and all that's off. It'll just have to work.
Oh, you look fine.
A little washed out, but
My
it's all
lighting's a
good.
window. So
Yeah.
You'll be proud of me, Lori. I'm using my Android phone right now with my wireless headset on StreamYard.
Ooh, good for you. Good for you.
That's why I don't have a background or anything like that. I didn't need
I
it,
don't
but I'm
like that.
testing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Cool.
I don't like boo. I don't like that. I don't like wireless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough when you're trying to do this kind of stuff because things will sneak in on you. Yep.
Yeah, I don't have the kind of headset yet that I can plug in. Well, I might be able to plug into this phone.
I'm thinking about the Bluetooth. There is a wireless headset now that they have you can get. I don't know who. I saw it on Awaken with JP, but the emitter is down here. It's not up here on your head. Maybe look into that.
Yeah, I haven't tried to plug my headset into this phone yet because you see the Apple never let you do that. But this one evidently does. I haven't tried it yet. And I don't want to do it on your show. Well, I'll have to do it with Lori as a test one day. Yeah.
The show, this is good because we're on StreamYard. You can always drop out and come back in. So
Yeah, this is cool. I
You
got
sure?
us setting up on Odysee right now. All our content is being uploaded, but it said it can take a few hours because we've got 160 some videos already.
yeah, that'll take a while.
Yeah, so catch that.
But you see what he had?
The
Oh,
rock
there it is. Yep.
you were
Yep,
talking
let me
about.
put you- yeah. Let me put you
Oh,
up
that is
full
cool.
screen.
So this is produced in lava, they say. I did some research on it, but Max, you've got a suspicion about what it is.
Yep, that's the large lobe of a liver, as far as I can tell. By the shape of it, you can see the pointy shape on the top. Let me just, I'm going to pull something up here. Anatomy
You know,
of
it kind of
liver.
does look like a liver, you know?
Human liver, we'll go with human.
Yeah, see, it has that same odd
Goodness.
thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me find there's a good picture. There we go. Share this. You can put your arm down if you want, Lori, for a moment.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Anatomy of the human liver.
That is neat.
Okay. So what we have right there, Lori, is the large lobe
Mm-hmm.
of the liver. Let's see, images. Let's go to images. There's a fairly decent
More like
one.
that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep. So let me see if I can make that big.
Yeah, it does. Does resemble the shape.
Okay. Just share the larger image. And we'll
But
look-
that image on top had that same streak in it that yours has.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely did look like it was petrified liver. Yes, and look at the little set, the
Oh,
gallbladder.
Let's see what we're showing. So yeah, the same shape. If you look on the bottom of yours, the rippled edge, that's similar. That's where the lobe attaches.
Yeah.
Over here,
Yeah.
one side. That might be the smaller lobe actually. It's one of the lobes of it for sure because of the pointedness. You'll find that shape replete again and again.
It's got the same shape going on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Max, in that grid of photos you just showed before you zoomed in on that one,
Yeah.
There was one at the top that looks like it has some type of cellular structure or organ in it, like Lori has in the middle of the shiny part of her liver.
Okay, let me share
It looks that same shape.
Mm-hmm.
See that shape?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a flattened eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a picture of the inside of the liver that looked like that, and I was wondering what it was. That's so
There
cool.
we go. Which one?
Okay, it's up top. It has the blue veins coming out of it. That one right there. Yeah. You see that aperture, that opening?
Yep.
Could that be what we're seeing on Lori's?
I think so.
Wow.
I don't know how to pull Lori and that up. Let's see. So we'll pull Lori up.
It's definitely like a mud fossil thing going on here, huh?
It is definitely.
Yeah.
No, I'm betting liver. I'm still going to bet on liver.
You gonna stick with liver?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Check out the bottom. Doesn't this look like a person?
Oh
yeah, it is.
It does look.
That's periodolia.
Yeah, big time.
They're riding a dragon. They're riding a dragon.
Cave wall. Yeah.
Standing on top of a dragon.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see
Now,
that again for sure. That was awesome.
Chloe had another one, John, that she posted a few days ago in a chat box, and she wanted to know what it was. And I said, it looks like a leopard spotted, I forget. You know, it's like the orange and yellow color, and it had ringlets on it like eggs going around it, like little rings. But when she held it a certain way, I swear to God, it looked like a gallbladder with stones in it.
There we go.
Yes, I just learned today that's a geode.
Yeah.
I'm
wondering if those are anatomy. Like they say they come out of a volcano, right?
It's pretty, huh?
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if that's anatomy, some type of anatomy.
Look at that. And that's what you see, and then you break it open, and there's the good stuff.
I'll have to search or ask Roger at Mud Fossil University what he thinks.
Yeah, but he's speculating they are. Yeah.
He speculates their biology. Have you heard of that, G?
Their biology in what sense?
Well,
I thought you maybe saw a video on Roger's channel that claimed that.
Oh, I not that particular rock. No.
Okay.
Aren't a lot of them, though, John, fossilized sea urchins that crystallize, and when you open them up, you have this beautiful geode, and they're all full of white crystals, and it's some type of a sea urchin from the ocean.
There are ones that are crystalline shaped, but they're very, very teeny. They're microscopic. Yeah. I forget what those are called, but yeah, they come in beautiful shapes.
I have a bunch of them, and when I got them, they were shaped like an egg.
Okay.
They were shaped. Let's see, they're shaped just like an egg. Here's one right here. Okay. This is actually a geode. It's a small geode. I haven't cracked it open yet. Now this is from Karen. Karen gave me this one from Canada.
I wonder if there's some type of a gland.
So that's what I'm wondering, if I'm holding a piece of liver or something. I never know.
Like,
Don't go there. Don't go there, people.
Yeah, they could be prairie oysters. You never know.
Prairie oysters. Wouldn't they be rather small?
I cracked one open. I'm looking for it. It has very small white crystals inside of it.
Hey, Scotty boy.
Not large crystals, but very small white crystals.
Hi, Pa Joe.
Pa Joe. Pa Joe.
Who else popped in? A couple other people popped in.
Okay, so this is part of an
Okay, wait,
amethyst
hold
geode.
that. Hi, Robert.
Yeah, that's
So-
pretty.
This is what they look like when you crack them open. Now, sometimes you're lucky and you get an amethyst.
Mhm.
Usually it's a white. It's usually just a plain white crystal
Scotty,
in that little egg. In that little egg, you know. And here we go. Okay. This is what it looked like on the outside. When you
Okay.
crack it open, this is what you get.
Ah.
Yeah.
And it's some type of a sea creature. I forget what it's called. Something file. Help me, chat room.
Mhm.
It's like a I want to say predazuli or something like that. And I don't know. You can find them. You can find them in the desert out there in places like Arizona and Utah. You could dig them right up out of the desert because that used to be under the ocean. And it's a form of sea creature that fossilizes and turns into the crystal on the inside like that.
Mhm.
But this one that Karen sent me looks kind of, it's really heavy, even though it's small. So it reminds me of a fossilized body part. You know?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a lymph node or something,
Yeah.
like a giant from a giant.
Here's
Maybe a
an
lymph node.
amethyst wand that I love. This one is
Oh,
awesome.
that's nice.
Well, that is a
Yeah.
nice piece.
Glowy up
That
there.
color. Yep. Chevron.
Yeah,
Mm.
nice. Look at the chevron.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah.
That'd be a pretty
Good
thing.
stuff. Love rocks.
Yeah.
Crystals. Anything shiny. Super shiny.
That's
I've
a
got
hell of an
collection of
amethyst
rocks, but
wand.
Very few of mine are shiny. All of mine are just kind of rough, like the foot and that. My wife and I pick up all kinds of stuff. We've got a collection out in front of the TV. Just a mound of rocks about 3 feet long.
This is cool too.
Oh, she's got the labradorite also, but she got the sphere.
Oh yeah, that's a nice cut on that.
It's not
Yeah,
showing up.
there we
There you
go.
go. Right there.
There
Hold it
we
right there.
A little more
Ah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, so I have the heart and she has the sphere, and it's pretty powerful, Lori, in it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, I wish they kept these in their more to their natural shape, because you'd be able to tell what it is.
I know.
Now you have to kind of search in that and look for the anatomy. It's beautiful. Wow.
Hide your stones, people. Max wants to crack them open and see what's
Yeah.
inside.
Make them look more natural.
Heck, if I find some, I'll send them to you, Max. I'll gift them to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I cracked open a few geodes in my day, though. Just little
Yeah.
ones. Yeah, I bought them and cracked them open. And the ones that I had, the ones that they sold to me, they had what looked like webbing over the top. They were small, round, and they had, like I swear now, thinking back to them, that they definitely were biology. They weren't testes, but they were some almost perfectly round type of biology, because they had a white, almost vein-like webbing
Mm-hmm.
on the top.
Yeah, that's cool.
Kind of interesting. So I don't know. Over the past few years, I've had to rethink almost everything. So
Changing your perceptions,
yeah,
new concepts and ideas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mud fossils are
That's the
cool
good
because
stuff.
it's repeatable and provable, right?
Yeah.
You can find
Oh,
these
that's-
shapes over and over again.
It's amazing.
You know.
Have you ever seen silver, strips of silver or leaves of silver encapsulated inside of a crystal before? Naturally?
Yeah.
You have?
Yep.
There's a place up in France that,
Just in images, but yeah.
in Switzerland, I think this is Switzerland. Yeah. Okay, here's the bottom of it.
Mm.
Wow.
That's the bottom of it.
Cool.
And then here we go. So what they did is they turned it into a globe. There's the silver inside of it.
Oh, I
neat.
see. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh.
I love the
And when
color.
I first saw it, I said, "That's handcrafted blown glass." No, it's not, people.
Wow.
It's a piece of
That's-
crystal, a clear see-through crystal that they, I'll put it down, it's heavy, that they polished. They polished and made it into a sphere.
Hmm.
But I said, what was its original shape? And they said it was almost a sphere. It was more of an egg. And I'm like, but it's see-through, like glass. I could see my finger on the other side of it. I've never known crystal to do that. Have you?
Yeah, no, I'm highly speculative of that. I don't trust that at all. What's that inside it? It looks like a flower. They
Excuse me.
encapsulated a flower in glass.
Yeah, but it's not. That's like some type of crystal.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to
So
really.
they claim.
I'd
And
have
that, when I
take
look
a
at it
look
this
at
way,
that. That's really hard. I'm stumped.
they only have them in Switzerland.
Yeah, I'm stymied on that one.
Me too.
I would say
Excuse me.
claiming it's natural.
Blown glass.
Yeah,
Reminds me of blown glass. If you
that's
ask
what it
me.
looks like. Yeah, yeah, well, especially with those bubbles in it too. It's got
Now I'm going to hold it a certain way.
yeah.
Here we go. Do you see that all right?
Yeah,
Doesn't that remind you of more of like a blown glass kind of thing?
yeah,
Yeah, sure does.
yeah.
That's trippy.
So I've been wanting somebody to look at it and tell me what the hell it is, you know?
Yeah, what do they say that?
It was just gifted. It was gifted to me from my next door neighbor when I was about 23 years old.
Okay.
She took a trip to Switzerland. She found it in a shop in Switzerland, in a gem shop, and there was a whole table of them, and some were big, some were small, some were globes like this, others were more framed, like, or more natural, and apparently it's the crystal crystallizes around some other kind of stone. They had one that had emerald in it.
Uh-huh.
And they had another one that it was mostly amethyst stone. They're saying this is like an amethyst floral. They called it the amethyst flower. Never heard of an amethyst flower
Okay.
formation, you know. But yeah, so she brought it back to me as a present from Switzerland. And I've always wondered what the hell. Yeah, I use it like a paperweight.
Okay.
I don't feel energy off of it like I do other crystals. Put it that way.
I'm looking up amethyst flower formation.
Okay.
Not finding anything similar to that.
And the bubbles are naturally formed when the crystal is formed. Air gets trapped in the crystal and forms these bubbles.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, but they're uniformly placed. Doesn't seem right to me. But yeah, I just don't get any energy off of it, Lori, like I do these others.
Mm-hmm.
So you know me, if I feel the energy, I know there's something there.
Okay. So I can find a rose encased in glass.
Ah, okay.
Okay, let me share this. Oh, I'm searching.
She was a sweet elderly lady. I used to do her gardens for her, so she brought that back as a gift because I took care of her cats in the gardens, you know.
Not
Oh,
finding
there we go.
like exactly like what you've got, but similar.
That's close.
Similar. So is it that they've taken a flower and encased it in glass? Because it really does look like a flower.
It does look like that to me, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the air bubbles are just either added or done deliberately for artistic flair. Maybe they take a straw.
I've seen some similar things like that in Italy when we went to Italy in the glass factories, some amazing glass factories, and they can pretty much encase anything in glass, but wow.
Neat.
Yeah.
Or try or.
Those are pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we're getting ones that are
Ooh, now that looks closer to it in terms of.
Yeah, even the bubble. See the bubble in the middle there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That one. Let's see what else they've got. Okay. I don't know. Okay. There's one that looks much more similar to what you've got.
Oh, there you go.
Mhm.
Beautiful. These are gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's a nice gift. I just
Yeah.
have always wondered. I just always wondered because I've never seen nature do something like that
Yeah.
with crystal.
I'm betting
I've seen
it's not
clusters.
natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. My guess is that that's not natural.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Ooh, dandelion spear. That's beautiful.
That is cool.
Yeah, that is neat.
That won't come up big for me, but
Hey, so G, you still there, G?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at all of the encased glass flowers.
they are beautiful.
Lori had a hot tub like you're looking for.
Oh really? So I needed, yeah, well maybe I can email you, Lori, and let me know what I'm supposed to look for to buy or not get into. If you've got experience with hot tubs.
Yeah, I've had mine for a really long time.
Hey, Morgan.
Mine's a Caldera spa. It seats 5. Pretty good size. They are a lot of maintenance.
Yep.
It has the spa frog cartridges that you put in there. But yeah,
Cool.
yep. I loved my spa. It was great. I enjoyed it. But I'm glad I don't have to clean it or take care of it anymore.
Yeah, that's
And they're about 8 to 10 grand easy for a
good one.
out
Yeah.
back, put it outside. But yeah,
John makes those or works on those 35,000 and up.
oh yeah,
Fancy
there's some
schmancy fiberglass. Yeah.
Kelly's
Yeah.
got like a 7-seater one that's really cool.
John makes the kind that you never leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen some
Everything
amazing
comes to you.
things. We would sky watch, just sit out there and just look
Yeah.
up and watch the skies. I've seen some really amazing stuff sitting in my spa before. I've
The
seen
biggest
lights
one's 18
shooting,
feet long, so that's
things
pretty big.
appear and disappear.
Did you say 18 feet, Max?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 18 by 8.
That's
That's
like
a
a
big
swimming
one.
pool.
Yeah,
That's a
it
big
is.
one.
Like a
It
swimming
is.
pool.
Yeah.
Like you climb in there, you just disappear. I have to work
Yeah.
on them, fixing them up, making them all shiny and that before we send them out. And you
Oh.
just disappear in there. You can climb in one of those and go to sleep, and nobody would have a clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spas are nice.
Hey, thought
Most definitely.
nicotine is a crazy drug. Yeah, it is. There's actually there's some interesting.
Nicotine's supposed to be more addictive than heroin.
You mix
Fun.
it with
Heroin is
you mix it with
addictive.
coffee, and
One
then
second.
release the beavis.
Release the
Thought-
beavers.
That's what he said.
Oh,
I
shit.
thought
That's
was
awesome.
that way. You gotta
No
watch
comment. I am not.
Thought them on.
I am not touching that one.
I thought maybe it was Scotty. It was Thoth.
I was gonna say the two of them, Scotty Boy and Thothamon, watch them.
You ever
You
get
just-
scratch in there and you got all three of them, look out.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen
It's
a
over.
spider web on nicotine? It's crazy. I bet. Huh.
There's a bean I'm looking for. There it is. I got it, hon. Thank you.
A bean?
So this might be some pretty interesting information. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Okay. We have problems now that they're trying to cross. They're using 2.45 gigahertz to break the blood-brain barrier, to get chemicals to cross the blood-brain barrier so that they can infect your brain. Things like aluminum and other things, right? They're spraying those in the chemtrails, and we're all breathing this stuff in. I found on a show I was watching, Laura Lynn Thompson is a Canadian politician. She's awoke and understands what's going on around us. She has various doctors and other people on her show on a regular basis. One of them came on with a very interesting fact that I came across. Velvet bean extract, along with nicotine, will help protect your blood-brain barrier. This is just some information I've heard. I don't know if that is true. Requires some checking into. But we are all probably going to be eventually having Alzheimer's and other brain dysfunctions, and this might be a way to stave that off.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So I wonder why tobacco. I wonder why not THC.
Tobacco is a vasoconstrictor. So it will constrict veins. It probably, what it does is it, along with the velvet bean extract, constricts the openings to the blood-brain barrier, making them smaller so that they don't allow these other unwanted particles through. That's my theory going so far.
Oh my God, but do you realize what kind of heart problems and circulatory problems you would have if you had to do that on a regular basis just to keep the other stuff out?
Well, it's once a day. It's once a day you take indicated amount of velvet bean extract and about a milligram of nicotine gum. You can just chew gum or something like that.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Wouldn't constricted blood vessels give you a migraine?
I smoke all the time. That's what they do. That's what nicotine does.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to some degree, I would imagine.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just a suggestion. I'm looking into it to see if it has any validity. Something to think about. So it's velvet bean extract and nicotine.
Wow.
I keep hearing velveteen.
No, velvet bean.
Velvet.
Bean. That's,
velvet bean. I've never heard of it. I don't know what it is.
It sounds like a really good band name.
It does.
Doesn't
Velvet
it?
bean.
Right. Yeah.
The velvet bean. Let's get softy with our frosty. Velvet. I don't know what velvet bean is. I don't think I've ever seen a picture of it.
It's brown and fuzzy.
It is.
Thank you, Lori.
So here's what velvet bean is like in its various forms.
There it is.
Here's the husk.
Yep.
Here's the bean.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is the velvet bean. Here is it growing.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you can get velvet bean extract.
You want to see something trippy? Look at cocoa beans and how they're processed.
Oh, they're weird.
They're actually slimy. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
they are weird looking.
that's amazing how they process it.
So here's velvet bean extract.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it is available.
Okay.
Extract benefits. Let's see what the benefits are.
Never cooked with them or eaten them or consumed them in any way.
The plant's leaf extract and seeds show promise for treatment of Parkinson's disease, male infertility, and nervous disorder, mainly due to their antioxidant free radical scavenging effect. Parts of the plant may also serve as an aphrodisiac.
Mm-hmm. Like the lotus flower.
Oh yeah, that first part. The treatment of Parkinson's was kind of telling.
Yeah.
It does seem to have some association with brains. So humans eat velvet beans. Does it increase testosterone? Yeah. Unfortunately, we're on. I don't know if I can do that. I also have a Brave search engine, which gives you a lot more results, but I don't know if I'll be able to share that.
Yeah, got to be careful.
Check.
Well, let's see. You know, you can protect yourself and get a little lovey-dovey at the same time.
Yeah. Hey, if it gives you a little extra boost.
Sounds like a key word. Hey, a little velvet bean tonight, huh?
Look what I'm serving for dinner. Yum,
Woohoo,
yum.
velvet bean time.
Guess what we're doing tonight, right?
Woo!
You get the fuzzy, I'll get the bean. We're out
There
of
we go.
here.
Improved semen. So you can have improved semen and stave off Parkinson's.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
A new meaning to full of beans.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to wait and see which one of you comes up with that first. Smoking and G or Lori? That's too funny. Yeah.
Internally treat various
Male
ailments.
infertility,
Yeah.
nervous disorders, mainly due to their antioxidant.
Oh, it's a tropical legume that is traditionally used in Asia for controlling blood pressure.
There you go.
Ancient Indian medicine, the plant has been used for a plethora of diseases and ailments, including the following. It's been used for management of male infertility, nervous disorders, and as an aphrodisiac. Huh.
Wow.
That sounds pretty
Cool.
good.
I don't know
Yeah.
why I've never heard of it. Yeah.
I think we'll.
Because it's natural.
Yep. So.
And it's probably very safe to use as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seeds can lower blood glucose levels too. The hairs on the pods are taken as a syrup to kill intestinal worms.
It belongs.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
They crush the seeds to combine with molasses ingested to kill gastrointestinal parasites. Wow, that's a trip.
Oh, wow.
You
That
can
was
make
a good
tea out of it as well. Oh, it's good for menstrual cycles too. Well then.
This is the bean that just keeps giving.
It keeps on giving.
You know what?
That's crazy.
Beans magical. It's a magic bean. It's the magic bean. Yeah. Jack's gonna stalk and with it. The magic bean.
Roots and seeds have a tonic action. Roots have a stimulant, purgative, diuretic, and astringent action. A root is drunk to relieve kidney ailments. The root, tied to the arm of a male partner, is said to prolong sexual intercourse. This bean just keeps giving.
Wow. Do they have this on
My
Amazon?
God, eat a few
It's
oysters,
like the lean bean, right?
Wow.
pop down a few oysters and suck on some beans and go at it.
The velvet beans' bioactive peptides can lower cholesterol levels, so also have a blood thinning anticoagulant effect, which we are having in spades right now in people who have taken various medications, let's say.
Yeah.
Roots have a stimulant.
Wow.
Ailment. Wow.
Amazing.
Blood thinning. Additionally, the plant's antioxidant bioactive compounds may lower blood pressure. For these reasons, the author suggests the plant might have beneficial use as a nutraceutical supplement. Velvet bean.
Well, that does a lot. Wow.
No mortality or any evidence of systemic toxicity following a 2-month administration of the herbal combination. So no ill effects found in animal studies. They concluded that the seed is a potential ACE inhibitor. ACE, antigen converting enzyme.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about
what are we doing to our population right now?
yeah.
We are
yeah.
ACE inhibitors on them.
Look at that last sentence. The velvet bean were active against liver cancer cells and could be useful for future treatment of liver cancer. Interesting.
Okay,
Yeah.
so velvet bean is going to be added to my regiment, I think.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I like to. I'm going to look it up too, because maybe Karen would add it to the website under our health and wellness section.
Yep.
Because that's a good one, and I've never heard of it.
Well, I thought it might have had some importance, so I've been looking into it, and I think it's well worth our while. especially considering what they're spraying at us in the air. And if this can have some effect in staving off that, that's just bonus.
Where they make an extract out of it, John?
Yes, they do. Let's go to that site. I showed it for sale. Let's see, there we go. Velvet bean extract in various forms by various companies.
Powders,
So yeah,
drops.
easily
I'm
available.
looking
Wow.
on Amazon right now, and
Okay, yeah, Nature's Velvet. They call
Wow,
it Mucuna perennis. Is its I guess its Latin name.
Now, for those, John, who are already smokers, like so many, like I used to be,
Yeah.
if they're doing their normal intake of whatever that is for tobacco each day, all they would have to do is take one of these as a supplement.
Yeah, I don't have to add any nicotine. I'm already taking nicotine.
Right,
So,
right.
but for those of you that don't smoke, you can get some nicotine gum and only chew it for about 5 minutes. Not a long time because you don't need a lot of nicotine. You only need
I
like
imagine it'll get into your
0.1
system quite
milligram.
quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
through your
being used-
mouth.
It's been used
Gum.
as a carrier to carry the velvet bean into
Yeah.
the system.
Yeah,
hmm
and they
Just like
interact
pepper.
somehow,
hmm
Yeah.
to help reinforce the blood-brain barrier. Was the information I got. I had no idea it was such a giving bean. Oh my God. Just,
That's what I love about your weekend shows. We're always stumbling across this kind of information that, just freaking blows your mind.
I know,
Yeah.
it's wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of good can come out of just random
Yep.
chit chat,
Yeah, for sure.
Nicotine. Lavender says nicotine is a great delivery drug. So that's good.
Yeah, I would think so. Yep.
Let's see any other good-
Yep, see,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. Everything that you want to put into your bloodstream, like the turmeric balm that I make with turmeric and ginger, you put pepper in it. The pepper carries it into the bloodstream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes
Yep.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it doesn't taste really good with pepper, the little half a teaspoon of pepper that you use is a strong enough carrier to pull it
Yeah.
into your system. Yeah.
Trippy. Gotta run, guys.
Yeah.
Wanted to
I do
say
too.
hi. Thank you.
I got to go too. I'm running out of power here.
Yeah, I was just saying the dogs are at the door.
Dinner time. Well, thank you guys for all hanging out.
Yeah, you betcha.
Yeah.
Thanks for having
It's been
us.
fun,
It's
John.
great.
Love
It's
it.
been fun.
Yeah, appreciate you.
And we'll talk to you again soon.
Sounds
All right,
good.
much love to everyone in chat. We're just going to.
Bye, chat lovers.
All right. Cheese,
Love
Love you
everybody.
guys. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.